Diego Maradona's time at Barcelona is often overlooked compared to his legendary years at Napoli and with Argentina. But between 1982 and 1984, Maradona left an undeniable mark on the Catalan giants. His years at Barcelona were filled with brilliance, controversy, and the lessons that shaped him as a football icon. In this video, we'll uncover the highs and lows of Maradona's journey in Barcelona. Was it a missed opportunity, or did it set the stage for his later greatness? In June 1982, Barcelona made headlines by signing Diego Maradona from Boca Juniors for a world record fee of £5 million. This was a monumental moment, as Barcelona had been pursuing him for years, with the club's vice president, Nicolau Casals, playing a crucial role in the transfer. Maradona arrived as one of the world's top players, and fans expected him to revolutionize the team with his skill and creativity. However, beyond the big transfer fee, Maradona's arrival carried enormous pressure, both from the media and the fans. Barcelona saw this as a pivotal move to turn their fortunes around after several underwhelming seasons. Maradona was viewed not only as a footballer but as a symbol of Barcelona's resurgence on the European stage. His early performances hinted at greatness, but internal tensions were already brewing within the club, setting the stage for future conflict. If you're enjoying this in-depth look at Maradona's time at Barcelona, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Football Saga for more detailed breakdowns of football legends and their careers. Maradona's first months at Barcelona were filled with both promise and challenges. After arriving as the world's most expensive player, expectations were sky-high. Maradona's debut for Barcelona came in September 1982 against Valencia. His technical ability, dribbling, and close control dazzled the fans from the start, and he quickly became the focal point of Barcelona's attack. In the early weeks, Maradona seemed to be adapting well, not only to the style of Spanish football, but also to the collective chemistry of the team. His initial performances in La Liga were strong. He scored 6 goals in his first 13 league games. However, tensions within the club began to surface. Maradona's relationship with manager Udo Lattek was strained. Lattek, a pragmatic German coach, often felt that Maradona's free-spirited playing style clashed with his more structured, disciplined approach to the game. Their tension was exacerbated by differences in personality, with Lattek growing frustrated at Maradona's occasional lack of punctuality and focus during training. Off the pitch, Maradona struggled to fully integrate into the club's culture. Though his individual talent was undeniable, some of his teammates found him difficult to connect with, as his explosive personality and rising fame created some friction. Maradona, a young man in a new country, often found himself isolated, and his frustrations began to spill over, especially as the pressure on him continued to mount. The 1982-83 season showed flashes of brilliance from Maradona, but it was also marred by inconsistency and a lack of harmony within the squad. Even though he was scoring and winning over the fans with his skill, Barcelona's internal dynamics were unstable, foreshadowing the turbulence to come later in his tenure. Despite a rocky start with injuries and a turbulent relationship with coach Udo Lattek, Maradona had shining moments during his 2 seasons at Barcelona. His standout performance in the 1983 Copa del Rey and his ability to inspire Barcelona to a trophy gave fans a glimpse of the player he could have been if circumstances had aligned better. What often goes unnoticed is how Maradona's time at Barcelona helped him mature as a player. His ability to adapt to a more physical European style of play, combined with his relentless drive to win, forged a more resilient side to his game. The final against Real Madrid, where Maradona received a standing ovation from the Bernabéu faithful, was a testament to his brilliance, even under immense pressure. This match encapsulated Maradona's ability to dazzle even his fiercest rivals. Maradona's time at Barcelona, beyond just sharpening his technical abilities, marked a crucial period where he learned to navigate the complexities of European football, which demanded not just skill but tactical awareness and mental toughness. His ability to adapt to the physical nature of the Spanish game, where defenders were less forgiving and matches were often won by sheer resilience, was pivotal. In Barcelona, Maradona was no longer just a brilliant soloist but began developing into a team player, understanding the nuances of high-level tactical play. This adaptation was vital for his later success at Napoli, where his leadership and tactical intelligence were critical. Moreover, his time in Spain exposed him to immense scrutiny, both from the media and from fans who expected instant results. This pressure refined his mental toughness, forcing him to find ways to thrive under the spotlight. His standing ovation at the Bernabéu wasn't just a sign of respect for his technical brilliance, but also an acknowledgement of how he could rise to the occasion in hostile environments. That moment symbolized his ability to transcend club rivalries and demonstrate that footballing genius is universally respected. This resilience under pressure would be essential as he later led Napoli to historic victories in Italy, where similar scrutiny and expectations awaited him. One of the key events that defined Maradona's turbulent time at Barcelona was his brutal injury at the hands of Athletic Bilbao's Andoni Goicoechea. The injury not only sidelined Maradona, but also revealed the darker side of football in Spain, where physicality often overshadowed talent. This period of recovery was a turning point, as Maradona's frustration grew and his relationship with the club deteriorated. Beyond his injuries, Maradona also struggled with adapting to the intense media scrutiny in Spain. At times, his temper flared, and his off-the-field behavior started making headlines. The Copa del Rey final brawl in 1984 was the culmination of months of frustration, where tensions between Maradona and the Spanish press reached their boiling point. This moment, witnessed by millions, signaled the end of his Barcelona career. Interestingly, Maradona's rocky exit from Barcelona contrasts with the calm and steady influence of Messi, who left a different kind of legacy at the club. If you're interested in seeing how Messi's journey continues in the MLS, check out our video on whether Messi can win the MLS this season, available via the card above. Maradona's time at Barcelona, while marred by injuries and controversy, showcased his undeniable brilliance on the field, particularly in his dribbling and goal-scoring ability. One of the key aspects of his game during this period was his close control of the ball, which allowed him to weave through tight defensive lines with ease. His dribbling wasn't just quick, it was explosive. Maradona had the unique ability to accelerate from a standstill, taking on multiple defenders with rapid, precise touches that left them scrambling to react. His low center of gravity gave him an edge over taller, more physical defenders, allowing him to pivot quickly and slip through gaps that seemed non-existent. In terms of his goal scoring, Maradona possessed a lethal left foot. He wasn't just a playmaker, he was a clinical finisher who could turn a half chance into a goal with his powerful yet accurate strikes. Whether it was through set pieces, where his free kicks often left goalkeepers helpless, or through instinctive finishes inside the box, Maradona had an eye for goal that few could match. His ability to score in critical moments, especially under pressure, set him apart from his peers. Maradona also had to endure constant battles with defenders who often resorted to physical play to stop him. At a time when football was far more aggressive, Maradona stood out for his resilience. Despite being heavily fouled, sometimes violently, he continued to get up and take on defenders again, never shying away from a challenge. His balance and strength made him difficult to dispossess, and his mental fortitude in these situations only added to his aura on the pitch. Players of that era often marveled at his combination of raw talent and fearlessness. Rival defenders, while often tasked with stopping him through force, still respected his ability to outthink and outmaneuver them. Many of his contemporaries saw him as not just a footballer, but a phenomenon, a player who could change the entire dynamic of a game single-handedly. Even in a team like Barcelona, Maradona's genius stood out, a testament to his extraordinary skills during his peak years in Europe. Looking back, some football historians argue that Barcelona may have been too quick to part ways with Maradona. While the relationship had soured, many believe that with better management and a stronger support system, Maradona could have led the team to greater success in Spain and Europe. His departure left a void that took years for Barcelona to fill. His departure allowed Napoli to reap the rewards of a more mature and tactically astute Maradona, highlighting that while his time at Barcelona was brief, it was pivotal in shaping the trajectory of two great football institutions. Barcelona, without Maradona, had to wait longer to fill the gap of a true talisman, a role that wasn't fully replaced until the arrival of a certain Lionel Messi decades later. Maradona's time at Barcelona, while brief, left a lasting impact. His style of play and his determination to succeed paved the way for Barcelona to evolve into the footballing powerhouse they became in the 1990s and 2000s. While his time at the club ended in controversy, his brilliance on the field inspired a generation of Barcelona fans. Today, Maradona's legacy is often viewed through the lens of what could have been at Barcelona. Yet his experiences at the club helped mold him into the player who would go on to reach legendary status at Napoli and on the global stage. His 2 seasons in Catalonia, though chaotic, are a vital chapter in his story and in Barcelona's football history.